This was my 7th attempt at recording feeding at the suet cage, and like I say, 85% of the time it's being manned by a tufted titmouse. So I edited out a bunch of tufted titmouse feeding frenzy in this video, probably about 6 or 7 minutes worth anyway. But there were several others that came and occupied the space for a little bit and enjoyed the feeding trough. So I was looking up what is commonly found in birdseed, and the #1 type that my birds like is sunflower seeds. Safflower seeds don't have hulls, so they're nice, but they're more expensive. They also like Niger or thistle seed and millet. Now, cracked corn is a waste to me, so I don't like to buy birdseed with cracked corn in it. Peanuts, the big birds like peanuts. They're like grubs, I think. And sorghum. I grew a sorghum plant in my bay garden area one summer and had a praying mantis on it. It was a cool picture. Then there's several different kinds of millets: golden millet, red millet, white proso millet. And then there's flax, rapeseed, and canary seed. And mine has a little bit of everything in it right now because I did use some mixed gourmet wild bird food. But I always have sunflower seeds at the top, black oil sunflower seeds. There's the nuthatch. I wonder if I could catch a frame and be able to recreate the bird in flight. I like it that the GoPro is only a foot from the suet cage, and that all the birds got used to it within 3 minutes, it seems. And it's so funny, the blue jay will go and perch right on top of the ladder, the step above where the camera is mounted. And I took pictures of the way I mounted the camera before the rains came. We had sideways rain just a little while ago. Got the back porch all wet. Oh, and I noticed that the main bird calls that I could hear in the background are robins on the ground. But at one point you can hear the blue jay squawking, and you can hear the little nuthatches talking to each other, and the sweet little chirps of the tufted titmice. But yeah, the blue jays are pretty big birds, and that one made the red-bellied woodpecker go away. It's kind of reclusive. It likes to hide. And last summer, the pair that we had in the backyard raised an infant who was real skittish, and the minute it saw movement in the house, it flew away. And you could tell it was a juvenile because the swath on the top of its head wasn't so prominent yet. It was still learning. Yep, and there's one of those titmice again. It must not be eating the sunflower seeds, because when it eats the sunflower seeds, it goes and perches itself on something that it can crack it open with its beak. And so it must be eating one of the other kinds of seeds. And I think the nuthatches like the whole kit and caboodle. I have captured pictures of them with the cornmeal, flour, peanut butter, lard mix by itself without any seeds in it, or maybe there's seeds in it, but I guess they'll stay there about as long as they can until they're disturbed. Some of the pictures I took earlier, you could see the female goldfinches all in the lawn, and they are so well camouflaged with what's growing right now. I've got all kinds of wildflowers. I think they're wildflowers, including henbit and dead nettle, and the creeping Charlie's about to bloom, and I have watercress blooming, and several different kinds of grass, but they're not doing much right now. There's a female cardinal. It's a pretty wary bird. Look at her looking all around. The only picture I have of cardinal right now is when they were fighting in the grass. I got a picture of one in motion. I got a ton of pictures of nuthatches. I just think they're cute. I don't think we've ever had to rescue a nuthatch. I know I have finches and catbirds and cardinals in the freezer. I don't think I have any nuthatches. And we've tried to rescue tufted titmice before. They don't always survive, as do the woodpeckers. I mean, the hummingbirds is what I was thinking. There's a pretty male cardinal. Come and go.